Hey everybody, this is Jessica, and I'm going to be doing two videos, one over Chapter 4 and one over Chapter 5, just in case we decide to share them one at a time in class again this week. So this video is going to cover Chapter 4, which is about scales and chords. Now, I really did like this patch that we built, especially once I got going into it. The patch chords got a little messy for my liking, but it still works. So basically, we just take our MIDI in, and then this message box here displays 2212221 for whole note, half, whole, half, which are just the steps to making a major scale. So that message gets unpacked into separate number boxes, which then gets fed into these addition boxes. So if the tonic here, for example, is 48, that first 2 here gets fed into this plus box. That 0 becomes a 2. That's why we get 50 here for our second note. 52, 53, etc. Just following this whole, half pattern. The key over here, this allows us to identify certain keys on our keyboard with the ASCII code, so that way we can basically use our computer keyboard as opposed to hitting these buttons when we're actually in process. Come down here, and finally we have the K slider for the scale and the K slider for the chords. So this one's just going to basically, I think it'll work while it's locked. It's just going to display the notes. I hit a C, so C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C for a major C scale. And the same can be said about this K slider for the chord when, let's see, I'm going to put it in presentation mode. If I hit that same C and I press a 1 on my keyboard, I'm going to get a C, E, G chord displayed here and here in the N slider. If I hit my space bar, it's going to be removed. It won't sustain any longer. So that pretty much wraps up that first patch we built. The second patch I think was even simpler, yet. Our note comes in. It basically, if you play a chord, so if I play a C, E, G chord, nothing gets played. Those numbers get sent. They get unpacked. They get sent up here. And if I hit the button, they're played. Again, that's shorter. That's only 300 milliseconds, but that's what the patch called for. So yeah, pretty simple. Just working over scales and chords. So with that, I'm going to wrap up, and I'll start in on the Chapter 5 video here shortly.